This is Peter Burns coming to you from Del Mar, California. I had a recent LinkedIn connection which brings back memories, gosh, from over 40 years ago. It's so incredible. So I was on Nantucket Island operating my first business, my first official business, which is moped rentals, and it was doing fantastic. And we were growing in leaps and bounds, and I was starting on Nantucket. I ended up having 100 shops around the world. It was like this incredible business, right? And it was all cash and made a bunch of money, and I was very happy because it was a result of my school project at McIntyre School of Commerce. And I actually turned it into a business. A very polished man walked up to me, and he was this amiable fella, this kind of oh shucks kind of guy, and he had been watching my moped rental shop in my little dirt lot on Nantucket for some time apparently, because he came over and introduced himself, and he said that his name was Michael Egan, and Michael was the owner of Alamo Rent-A-Car, which at the time years ago was a super success story. He took it out of bankruptcy. He bought it from John D. MacArthur, who was the insurance magnate in Chicago, and he turned it into this billion-dollar business. And he was incredible, brilliant man. He was an academic by nature. He had done a business plan, apparently, on Alamo Rent-A-Car in its bankruptcy, and he bought it himself and turned it into this huge company. Well, Michael liked my moped business, and he was hanging around to see if I might be interested in selling out my fledgling moped rental business, which of course, I'm in my 20s, I was all full of myself, and I told him, no thank you, I don't want to sell out, I'm just starting, I'm having the time of my life. So we kept in touch. And he shuttled me around in his private jet. We went everywhere to look at all the shops that I had. We became friends. He took my new wife and me to dinner at these really nice restaurants up in Nantucket, and we lived the life of Riley. He brought me over to his headquarters in Fort Lauderdale for Alamo Rent-A-Car. And, you know, he had said we'd kind of compromised. I wasn't going to sell out, but maybe I could start a division of Alamo Rent-A-Car in the recreational rental business. And that appealed to me. I could still be my own boss, sort of, underneath an umbrella of just a very huge company. Well, it didn't work out to join with Michael. He ended up selling Alamo Rent-A-Car for $750 million to Wayne Huizenga, who, if you remember, on the Miami Dolphins blockbuster video, got his start for Waste Management. So Michael went to Nantucket, and he built the biggest house they've ever seen up there. And he became a venture capitalist of sorts. He started Nantucket Nectars with a couple of young men from Nantucket and the Yacht Basin, turns it into a national brand, a bunch of other things. He's brilliant. His academic training and his erudite entrepreneurial skills and running Alamo Rent-A-Car into the billion-dollar company it became lend it very well for him to become an incredible VC. Long story short, I'm on LinkedIn. I get a gentleman that reached out to me to link up, and his name was Teague Egan. And I go, that is really an unusual name. Michael was a very proud Irish American, and Teague is as Irish as you're going to get. Of course, Egan is too. So I researched Teague and found out that he is in a similar business to what I've got into. I am entering into the portable wind turbine business and going to be generating energy which is stored in batteries to create all this electricity in all these out-of-the-way places. On a philanthropic deal, I can open them up in Africa and power villages, et cetera, et cetera. Also, I can mine crypto off the grid and eliminate the carbon footprint. So I'm very excited. And batteries are a big part of it. Teague is in the energy business. Apparently, he was hiking through South America and chanced upon sort of like an energy triangle, the largest production of lithium minerals, naturally occurring minerals, in the world are headquartered in this little triangle spot in South America he stumbled upon. Well, anyway, he created a super battery using the lithium components and things like that, and he created this energy company. I'm sure, his billionaire dad is backing it, of course, but but it lends itself super well to my new project. So I'm entering into communication with Teague fully 40 years after his father offered to buy out my first business. I just think it's amazing how history kind of repeats itself, and you can leverage contacts that you've had for a generation and work with the second generation, which I'm happy to say I hope to be doing with Teague very soon. Thank you very much.